Trailer Week Part 2. I love this time of year. August and September are the secondary dump months, so when we get to September, we get a new rush of good trailers, in this case, The Jungle Book. I didn't even know they were remaking it until like 36 hours ago. I'm cautiously optimistic. The Jungle Book is coming out next year. It was originally slated to be released in October of this year, but got pushed back to April. It's directed by Jon Favreau. I have to say right off the top, I'm really glad that we have an ethnic Mowgli. I was so afraid as soon as I heard that they were remaking The Jungle Book that it was going to be another Avatar: The Last Airbender or any of a dozen other movies that were fantastic and set in a particular area, and then when they're remade, you decide to cast a white actor because reasons. So I'm really glad. It stars Neil Sethi. He's only been in one short before. He's a very young kid of Indian descent. I'm actually really excited that they stayed with that. The cast I'm really excited about. You got Bill Murray as Baloo. I mean, how awesome is that going to be? Ben Kingsley as Bagheera. Idris Elba as Shao Kahn. Wrong franchise. Idris Elba as Shere Khan. Scarlett Johansson playing the Python Ka. I mean, they've got Christopher Walken as King Louie. How amazing is that going to be? Apparently, it's still going to be a musical, or at least include, multiple musical numbers. The trailer really only shows action and then, Baloo whistling the Bare Necessities music at the very end of the trailer. I'm actually really excited for it. We'll see what happens. It's an interesting move on Disney's part, moving the release from October back to April. Normally, when movies get moved back into the next year, it's kind of indicative of a lack of faith on the part of the people who are bringing it out. Same thing, I mean, to a lesser extent than shelving it for several years like Lazarus Effect was. There's a little bit of reasoning behind it, at least from my perspective. So October is early Oscar season. It's not really into the meat of things. Your main Oscar bait movies are November and December, right as the Academy is doing its consideration of what's going to be selected. There's a lot of horror movies that come out in October. It's kind of a fun month, but it also is there's some serious movies as well that have come out. Gravity is the highest opening weekend movie in October at this point, and it was only $55 million. I mean, $55 million is a lot of money, but it's not summer blockbuster money. Moving it back to April of next year, to my way of looking, Disney doesn't think that it's Oscar worthy as a movie, but they think that it's going to make a lot of money. They move it back to April of next year. The biggest April opening was Fast Furious 7, with like $147 million. The move to April could mean that Disney sees almost triple the box office for the first weekend. So it doesn't seem like Disney thinks that this has a chance of winning an Oscar, but they think that it has enough of a chance of making a lot of money that they want to put it into a better financial release date for movies. In any case, I'm hoping that they do this well. The Jungle Book, while I really enjoyed the movie, it doesn't really define my childhood, but it is fun, and it does have the whole nostalgia thing for it. I'm actually excited to see it. What about you? What are your fears with a remake of such a classic childhood movie for a lot of us? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Like if you like, and feel free to subscribe if you want to see these and all of my videos.